Hi, good evening, Corey Thorne, psychic medium, spiritual healer, and life coach, coming in tonight to do um, my February reading for my cancers. And remember that this reading is a general message. This is not a private reading, and so if it's not resonating with you, then it's not for you. If you're cross watching, there may be something in here for you as well that just seems like it relates to you. Then maybe there's a little hidden message in here for you as well. Please do not take this to replace any medical, scientific, or psychological advice that you have been handed. This is to be taken as a form of entertainment. I am not an astrologer, and that my messages are channeled messages. I'm channeling through the divine. I'm channeling through my guides and asking them to go into the collective of the cancers and what's in the energy, what's flowing for the cancers, what's flowing for all the zodiac signs. So I'm specifically doing Cancer right now. This is for the month of February, and I hope it resonates with you. So please, 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 Cancers, this month, February for you, is don't beat yourself up if you have not found that perfect person for you yet. Don't start picking yourself apart when you start seeing people getting flowers delivered at work and you're thinking, why me? Why am I not getting anything? What is wrong with me? Don't go there. You're being saved for the most wonderful, beautiful relationship. It's like it's just waiting for you. You just have to step into it. And of course, you're a little bit, I want to say you're like my Pisces this month. And I'm doing this reading actually for you guys on the new moon. This is February the 4th that I'm actually doing this February reading for you guys. And it's also into the Chinese horoscope, into the year of the pig. We're doing the switchover. Today has been like a little bit of an earthquake happening. There's some sort of, whether there's a mudslide happening in the world or there's some sort of shakeup, but the energy has done a big kaboom shift. If you have been struggling, I feel like some of my cancers have been struggling through some burdens, some troubles, some financial troubles, some love troubles, some relationship stuff. It just feels like there's been some struggles for you this past, not even year, this past 2 years have really tested you. And you are somehow always still landing on your feet, but you think you've wore out the shoes that you were wearing. It's like it's been a tough go, but you're being shown that there's a light on the other side of this. There's some things to be optimistic about, but you're not done moving. If you're someone who thought you were settled, and now some of you are settled, don't get me wrong, but if you've been kind of jumping around a little bit and trying to decide where you belong, where you want to live, where you want to be, I feel like some of you are going back. Someone's going back to where you used to live, or in the neighborhood you used to live, or going back to a relationship that was previously in your life, and you kind of either pushed it away because of your emotions or because of their emotions, whatever, but you didn't fully come together. But you're being reunited. There's a sense of being reunited in the air for my cancers this month. So some are going back to a home, some are going back to a hometown, some are returning. And so also, I just want you to go with the flow of that. Don't feel as if, God, what am I doing now? Trust it. And don't hold on to these words. These words are meant to go into the universe. And I always say this about every reading. This is why I don't like to record most readings and for you to listen to them over and over again, is that it goes out into the universe. You get the message, you release, you surrender, you let go. Whatever is meant to happen, whatever is meant to come into your life, whoever is meant to come into your life, it will all start to manifest and appear in the perfect timing. Timing only matters to us humans. And I feel like for you cancers, for my cancers, is that you hold on to timing. You get stuck in, why isn't this happening yet? I'm not very easy with just going with the flow sometimes. So you're being told to go with the flow. And it's align with your inner chi. Like there's a natural system within inside of you that's saying, let us guide you. And it's like, just like the water, it's like you're just being kind of flowing and moving. And if you just go with that, you won't be trying to swim upstream, But for some reason, some of you like to swim upstream. And stop saying that you always have to do things on your own. That's not always true. I feel like for some of my cancers, is that you tend to do a lot of things on your own, and you tend to, and it's because sometimes you're a little bit bullheaded. You're a little bit strong-willed. Strong-willed, that's a nicer way to put it. A little bit strong-willed. And so you're afraid that not afraid, you just don't ask for help. And it's like, that's not going with the flow, because sometimes you need help. And even if it's not in the human world, it's in the spiritual world. Ask for help from there. And here's your one. All of life is interconnected. And so it's all intertwined. So what's in the spirit world and what's known for us and what's happening in the human world and what's meant to happen all intertwines together. It's the people, the places, where you end up, where you're going to go. It all happens. You just have to set your intentions, and this is the full moon tonight, so if you're watching this tonight on 4th or the next day, you do get a residue of it for a few days, so it's still happening for a few days. It's like, set your intentions, align with your deepest desires, which goes with the flow. What does your heart really want? And when you can get past that kind of pissed off kind of energy that has kind of been around, I don't know where that comes from, but something of like a being pissed off that things didn't happen the way that you wanted them to happen, or the way that it should have probably have happened, but it didn't go that way. It's like, when you get there, what is your clear intentions? What do you really want to see? And this same card, I pulled this card out for my Pisces just a moment ago, and it's that relationships. What is one is in the whole. That whole interconnected again, right? It's all being joined, and that your relationships with you and your relationship with God, it's all one. It's all connected. And so when you have a healthy relationship with you, when you get true and honest with yourself, then that's when you can have the healthiest relationships with other people. We have to move past blame games. You have to move past being angry at yourself, or thinking that you know what's best for people. Let all that go. Find that balance. It's that finding the harmony within yourself. And this is balance. And you're being told to find a balance. Find a balance between the sun, the moon, the meditation, and from taking time to learn all this and to be spiritual, and to, part of being spiritual is still about having fun. Don't forget to have fun. Don't forget to live a little bit. And that manifested, I feel like some of you got some health issues that are happening, and that manifested brood kind of, I want to call it still pissed off kind of energy that I'm getting, that people disappoint you, people hurt you. And it's not that they intentionally hurt you. It's not an intentional hurt. It just happens. But it's letting that go, being free, opening your heart again, saying, you know what? Everyone does the best that they can do with where they are at that time. It might mean that you need to have some deep conversations with some old friends, maybe some old relationships, who knows? But there's some relationships and some challenges that are coming up that you need to kind of meet head on. You need to face your reality. What is your truth? Taking responsibility again, once again, taking responsibility for where you are. And also have a sense of knowing that there's something better coming. It's like the tides are kind of rolling in and washing away all of the sadness, all of the old residue, all of the old crap that no longer serves you. And that's what it feels like to me. I feel like I'm seeing a wave of something rolling in February. Somewhere there's a strong sense of a wave rolling in. And I feel like that storm brewing somewhere. Don't know why. Don't know where that would be. But it's a sense of that kind of energy coming in. But you've been through all the storms. You've rode the wave. You rode the wave of the storms. And now as it washes away and the waves go out, you're being calm. And you're finding a calmness and a peace in your heart again. And please know that the people that you're forgiving, you're not forgiving for anyone else but for you. It doesn't matter if they ever know. It's not about that. It's about setting yourself free. And it's that sense of freeing yourself and transformation. There's a lot of transformation happening for my cancers. But I have some health issues. I have some health issue warnings around my cancers this month. And I feel like some is long. Some is long and some is reproductive area stuff. And I just feel like it's old wounds. It's old things that are still there that it's saying, you know what, let's heal those now. Let's finally be done. You're going to be okay, but let's be done. And so the other card that comes out, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Time's a wasting, even though there's no real time in the human world, but there's like doing this for you now, clearing out the angers, forgiving, letting go. It's like it needs to happen now so that your health can return to a healthy state, that you can find a happiness and peace within, and that your beauty, your light all starts to shine. So, and also for my married Cancers, you're being asked to please remember that you have a partner. Please remember that there's somebody else other than you. Because for some reason, I feel like some of you have been caught up in your needs, which is wonderful. It's not a bad thing. But it's like you need to now find a balance again. We need to come back and find and remember how loving and wonderful our partner is that you've been neglecting or not seeing in the light that you really want to see them in. And it's like you don't want to continue to go round and round in old stories and hashing up old stuff. So it's like we're just imagining what else is possible. Where else can this relationship go? Where else can this job go? Where else can my life go? What else is possible for me? And it's being very, that sense of milk and honey, just that warm sense of being sweet and kind. And who was sweet and kind in your world? I feel like I'm picking up some grandmas here. Somebody who might have loved you with all their heart and just saying, you know what? Just know that that feeling is still with you. You're still loved that way. And be kind to your partners. Like, I feel like your partner might not be as emotional as you or can't give you all that you want, and you're getting so mad at that partner because how dare you be this or how dare you not give to me what I need, da, da, da. Ask, what's going on with you? Because I feel like there's some underlying stuff that there's not a clear sense of communication that's happening, and there's a sense of clarity that needs to take place. So please discover that for yourselves. And for my ones that are having health issues, sense of a miracle. I just feel there's some sort of healing coming for my Cancers that are having some issues, some health issues happening and coming up, and healing, and see yourself as healed is what I'm being told. See yourself as healed, but seeing yourself as healed means surrender and forgiveness, and not forgiving for the people or person, forgiving by letting go. Forgiving is about setting yourself free. So please forgive for that reason. And be strong. And by being strong is kind of put your big girl panties on, pull up your socks, do whatever it is, and just do what needs to be done as things are washing away, kind of get through those last little bits. And there's just a sense of this is inner child healing again. And I got the sense of there's some losses happening in February for my Cancers. There's some losses. And it might be a loss of an old self, and you might feel like you're grieving. And know that that's that inner child that you're kind of saying to your inner child, it's okay to go play now, but it's going to feel empty because that inner child has been very much leading the show, kind of having those tantrums, getting mad, having fits, or feeling as if they're orphaned and there's nobody there for them. And it's like you're saying to that inner child, like, let's just go have fun now. Let's just go live. And I make this stuff up. Here's your forgiveness card. Please, please, please make this a priority this month. I'm willing to release old resentments so that I may enjoy my life. Because this time, this switch, this is about expansion. It's about growth. It's about what else is possible. It's about being optimistic, Cancers. I want you to kind of move past, stay present though as we're going through. So we don't have to go digging deep, and we don't have to know exactly what's coming. Stay very present with where you are, but know that there's beautiful things coming. And this is my strong feminine energy. So don't use you don't have to be in your masculine and trying to push and drive and I'm doing all this alone and I can conquer this world all alone, blah, blah. This is our soft, gentle side. It's that soft, allow yourself, your feminine, allow your beautiful goddess, your beautiful girl energy. This is for females and it's also for males. If you're the male that's been pushing and trying to make things happen, that you're allowing the softer side of you. Whether you're male or female, we both have both masculine and feminine energy. Allow your softer side to make your decisions now. Because when you've made your decisions from your masculine sometimes and you've pushed and you're like, I'm fucking going, I'm doing whatever I want, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if it's always served you well. Or you've been met with a lot of resistance, been a lot of challenge with this. So it's like, remembering that that feminine is a huge part of who you are, and it's such a beautiful part of who you are. And there's beautiful changes happening when you step into that. Just pay attention to the signs of those that are trying to help you through, because some of you are making a move, a change, a new direction, but some are going back to a relationship, going back to a hometown or a house that you used to live in before. It could be just down the street, but it's somewhere like you're going back, or going back to a job that you used to like, and hopefully didn't burn bridges. So you might have to eat a little bit of crow. You might have to eat a little bit of, or spit a little bit of crow feather as you're kind of blah, right? Having to take back some of the things that you said. But the job that you had, the life that you had wasn't as bad as what you thought it was. And it was much easier because I feel like, I don't know what it is. I feel like you either had worked with really good people that had your back or something like that. But there's just something of it going back. But it's not going backwards. Remember that. You're actually going forward because you have learned a lot from where you are. But it's time to just move into something a little bit different for yourself. And just like my Pisces, you two have had the longest readings. I do believe that I have recorded this month. Most have been short and to the point. And my emotional Cancers and Pisces have been just so needing so much more this month. So February isn't needing, but it is because your heart is being set free. You're being set free, and you are going to find some happiness. Follow your passion when it comes to your career or what else you need to do. It's like, just, you know what you need to do? Things have to fall away, like in autumn, like in fall, right? Things have to fall away. And just as I said with the water, things are falling away to make room. And see, here's your indecision that's holding you back. You're like, but if I go back, what are people going to think? And then I'm going to think I'm a failure and blah, blah, blah. Or what if? No. What best suits you? Make your decisions this month, Cancer, on what best is going to suit you to bring you peace and expand your heart and allow you the freedom to actually live your life and not be so challenged, whether it's financial or whether it's tied into a relationship that hasn't been serving you, so that you're not so challenged, that you're met with less resistance, and you're actually going to be living this month for you. So have a wonderful February, and thank you very much. And I hope this resonates with you. And if not, I hope next month will. Or watch some of the other signs. You never know. There's always a message. Or watch my weekly channeled message on YouTube. Thank you, and have a wonderful evening. Much love.